Hello there, welcome to another episode of the Allotment Dram. This is a series of short videos where we sit and talk about different whiskies in the surroundings of our North London allotment. And before I get sort of too into it today, I just want to dedicate this video to a guy called Alan McVeigh, aka Whisky Straight Al, who was a big supporter of our channel here. He always commented on these videos, and he sadly passed away last week. We learnt that he'd lost his long battle with illness last week. So if you don't know who Alan is or ever seen Whisky Straight Al, then find it on YouTube here, and you'll see his videos we thought were great. And yeah, the whiskey world's lost a good one. So we'll be raising a glass very shortly to Al, aka Whisky Straight Al. But yeah, very sad news. But what is the whiskey today? What is the Allotment Dram? I hear you ask. Well, it's very apt for this time of the year. We're in mid-December, or approaching mid-December now, and it's a good old-fashioned Christmas whiskey, and the 2023 edition from the Whisky Exchange. And yeah, this is a bottling that the Whisky Exchange, the very well-known whiskey and spirits retailer, put out every year, and always has a sort of certain flavour profile that you associate with sort of colder weather and sort of festive times. So we're very excited to have got our bottle of this, a good old-fashioned Christmas whiskey. You can see here it's also 15 years old. So they've been, they've not really sort of said what it is. It's from an unspecified Speyside distillery, single malt. It's been matured in two types of sherry cask, first fill sherry cask and then refill sherry cask, both sort of butts in size, the massive big sherry butts, and yeah, not named the distillery, so you would expect it to have that quite soft, gentle Speyside character, but obviously beefed up a bit with these very pronounced sort of sherry cask notes. So for this there's 1,800 bottles. It's bottled at strength 52.5. Obviously, especially for the Whisky Exchange, it's exclusive from there, and it will cost you about £89–90. So you'll get a few pennies change out of £90, but yeah, so really looking forward to it. Obviously looking forward to it even more in like a couple of weeks when we actually hit the proper festive period. But thought I'd do the review here, and it seemed a fitting one to do a little tribute and raise a little glass to Al as well. So I'm going to open it for you here. I'm always a little bit filled with trepidation when I see wax and a little thing sticking out of it, because it can quite often go wrong. But let's keep our fingers crossed here. Might have to talk amongst yourselves while I peel some wax off here. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Look, all came off in one go. Not too bad at all. What was I worried about? So let's have a look. You can see the colour, very dark, this sort of dark coppery amber colour. So let's see what we've got here. Oh yeah, it smells absolutely delicious, to be honest. I'm just going to pop that down over there, put the lid back on here. So there we go, as I say, 52.5%. so let's see what we've got. Yeah, here, you look at this sort of coppery amber colour. Oh yeah, it's very bold, immediately rich. There's lots of candied orange peel straight away. Yeah, and some sort of fruit cake. You'd say it'd be easy to say Christmas cake, but any sort of that quite dense fruit cake with lots of dried fruits in. So like Dundee cake, something like that. And then it's quite nutty as well, like fruit and nuts, milk chocolate, hazelnut. yeah, let's have a taste. And cheers, Al. R.I.P. my good friends. Gosh, that's really good. It's really good. That strength 52.5 really holds itself together very nicely. There's lots of that fruit cake, sort of like caramel, dried fruits, a lot of orange actually, very orangey. This sort of candied peel. We've got yeah, maybe some orange oil as well, to give it quite intense sort of notes. But yeah, really nice actually. Yeah, some toffee as well, but really full-bodied, really rich, really bold. So let's have another taste. If someone's drilling away in the background or cutting a tree down or something, so I hope that's not interrupting you too much, but it's what we like. We like all the sights and sounds of the allotments when we're up here. But yeah, what have we got? Something quite stewed now, like prunes, if you have like stewed prunes. There's also that nuttiness really, like a hazelnut praline. Some almonds as well, like toasted almonds. Really nice. And then coming through at the end is this lovely wave of baking spice. So yeah, cinnamon, nutmeg, all these sort of, I guess what you would call, being this time of the year, you would call them mulling spices, you know, that you would put in, you toast them a little bit and then you pour your wine in to make your mulled wine. But yeah, very, very nice. Really rich, full mouth coating, really great. So yeah, whatever distillery it is, of course, when you have something unnamed like this, people will always try and guess what it is, and of course there's some obvious ones which you associate with, you know, these big bold sherry cask style of whiskies. So it could be from one of those, but equally it could be from somewhere else and they've just picked up, you know, a couple of really nice sherry casks at the Whisky Exchange from this place, and you know, or they just don't know. They just don't know where it's from. It's just generic Speyside. So yeah, to be honest, it really doesn't matter, because like 90 odd pounds, that's a really big bold whiskey. That would go so nicely on your sort of Christmas afternoon. You know, you've had your big dinner, you maybe need something as a little digestif, and this would be wonderful for that. Really good, you know, with a mince pie, or yeah, just sort of your feet up sort of later in the day or the Christmas evening. But yeah, lovely. So happy that we got a bottle for this, and yeah, check it out. As I say, there's only 1,800 bottles. There's still some left. Last time we were in the Whisky Exchange, they still had plenty of it left. So yeah, search it out if you like the sound of it. And yeah, so probably that's about it. We will leave you to get on with whatever you were doing before you found this video. So from myself and a good old-fashioned Christmas whiskey 2023 edition from the Whisky Exchange, 15 years old, we will bid you farewell, and we'll hopefully see you for another allotment dram very soon. Cheers!